Okay, I'm going to show you how to acquire a phone. Now, I currently have a Sony Ericsson something or other. Um, if you look at the video I made yesterday about installing Ncase, this is Ncase up and running. You can make sure you have the forensics training at the top. If you don't, if it says acquisition, you're going to have a problem. Okay, just click new case, go case, new case, and we'll call this one, yours is a Sony, we'll just call it Sony. Now it's going to say, you sure you want to put your backup on the same drive? You can actually specify where the backup's stored. This is not a real live case, so I'm fine with that. So just fine. Put it all on my C drive. Now, what I just did is I created a case where I can do work in. Now I need to bring in evidence. And the way you do that here is you click on Add Evidence. You can do drives, you can do all kinds of stuff, but we want to acquire a smartphone. Okay? So I'm going to do that. Now, it comes up with some choices. There's Apple, there's BlackBerry. This phone happens to be an Android 2 point something or other. So I'm going to click Google Android. Now, the phone has to be plugged in. Now, the first time you do this, it will prompt you to install drivers. So you must install the drivers. If you're doing the Apple device, you must have iTunes installed. So it'll prompt you, hey, you don't have iTunes, go install iTunes, that kind of stuff. But with this Android, you click that, then it's very critical you read the stuff at the top here. It says, enable the following settings. On the device, go to Menu, Settings, Applications, Unknown Sources, then Menu, Settings, Applications, Development, USB Debugging. If you don't do that, it will not do it. Okay? Now, over here, I can do a physical analysis, or I can get certain categories. Well, we're just going to actually, let's get the whole thing. Okay. You can also parse it afterwards, but I'm going to show you how to do that separately. Now down here, the output path, that means when you acquire it, where do you put it? I'm going to put mine on my D drive. I'm going to put it in case. Put it anywhere you want. I'm going to just call it Sony. It's automatically giving it the EO1 extension, which is a logical evidence file. And I think I mentioned that before. If you didn't, the difference between logical and physical, see, even though it says physical acquisition, a lot of phones won't let you get a bitstream copy of the device. You're actually only getting the data that the phone's aware of. Now, when we're using another tool, we can do it differently, but that's pretty much how most of them work, so we're going to go with that for now. We're going to do finish, and it should be connecting to the device now, hopefully. And this acquiring window at the bottom should start moving. I'm going to grab the device. Yep, it's on, and it's going. Yeah, it's going. Just takes a minute. Oh, did you unplug it? It says it's unplugged. Roy, plug it back in.
Unplug it.
Okay. Or resist. We would override it. Yes, do it again. Our cable's kind of loose here, so that's probably why. And come on. It was doing fine. You touched it. See, Roy touched it. It's his fault.
It's his fault. Always my fault.
And come on. Might have to start again since it thinks it lost the phone. Yeah, darn it. I'm going to have to. Oh, that one required root access. Okay, we're going to turn off physical acquisition for now. We're going to cover root access later. So we're just going to turn off the physical aspect of it and do it like this and override it. We're just going to, there we go. Now we're acquiring it. Well, maybe. What the heck? Yeah, you're going to have to unplug it, Roy, and I'm going to have to start the acquisition all over again. Unplug it, replug it back in. So that our cable's kind of loose here. We plug it back in. Okay, I hear the beeps, so I'm going to put the phone down. Alright, now I'm going to go do it again. Acquire a smartphone. I'm going to go Google Android and leave everything else alone. Oh, and I got to give it an output path. Again, I'm going to go to my D drive. We're going to call this one Sony. Yeah, I've done this twice already before this recording, but no! What? Come on.
Okay, new thing.
What? It's not wanting to get the darn phone. It keeps saying it's unplugged. Okay, we're going to restart the phone. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about what had happened was the phone was locked up. So we had to restart the phone. Alright, it's an XPeria Play. So now we're going to continue here. As long as Roy doesn't destroy it again. And now we're going to... Oh, see, it keeps popping up. What was wrong with this darn? It was fine. Don't you just love when this happens? I said, I've done this twice already, no problem. Let me restart the darn phone again. Alright, we're going to try this again. Hopefully it works. Come on.
Hopefully.
So it worked many times. Why is it not working? It's still not popping. I'm going to restart this totally. I'm going to restart it in case.
And go ahead and restart the phone.
Alright. I restarted in case. Now I'm going to go back and add my evidence, add my smartphone, add Android. And I'm going to say output directory. You stop screwing with the phone over there?
Just now plugged it in. I told you that.
Oh. Okay, we're going to call it Sony. We're going to save, and we're going to say finish. And you better work this time. And come on. It's not asking anything on the screen, is it?
It is. Smartphone acquisition is...
Yep, we're going. We're at 25%. Don't touch it. 50, 60, 70, 90. Look, we got it, I think. Yes, we got it. Okay, good. Whew. That only took, what, 3 or 4 times? Okay, now here's our phone here. Now what we need to do now that we have acquired the device, we now need the processes. So I'm going to click on Process Evidence, and I checked it over there, and I'm going to go Process. And it's going to come up. This will show me, okay, what do I want to do with this thing? I want to find all this information back here, okay? And you can also do keyword searches, and there's some other modules you can add as well. Let's do File Carver. You can do a lot with it. You can actually, I mean, you just can't. You can do a lot. You can recover images. You can cover just tons of stuff, okay? You can also recover personal information. You can also search for specific keywords. So we're going to say yes to all that. Now, if you look down here at the bottom, you'll see it's actually running. If you click on it, it'll actually ask you, do you want to stop it? Now, it's still going. There it is. See, processing. Still processing. Now, it's processing it off the E01 or the LX01 file, which is a logical evidence file right here. You can see it in the middle. It's still processing. Hopefully. Come on. Alright. Let's see. If you click on it while it's processing. Oh, wow. It actually let me stop it. Normally it comes up and says, sure you want to do this. Now that it's processed, I should be able to double click on it. It comes right up. Okay. Now this is the actual device itself. Here's the phone information. I can click on the device. I can click on the time. So the time on the phone, you can see the GMT. Wow, this is, he didn't even set up the time zone information because he just reset the phone. Okay, I can go under accounts, and you can actually expand these. Go under global, you see account 1 and account 2. There's his email address, kenneljack85@gmail.com. Okay, and you can see he has phone contacts in there as well. You can click on settings. I can see that his volume is currently set to 11. His ringer is set to 5. His vibrator is turned on high. I guess he likes that. There's a lot of different settings. You can see what the ringtone set to. A lot of information. The sleep policy, if it's on mute, just lots of stuff. That's under the settings area. Then under messages, you can see his email. Now I'm going to expand this, and you see he has a Gmail account. If he had multiple accounts, they would actually appear under there as well. So I clicked on Gmail, and you can actually see the first one down here. This is from Cameron Tillman to Candlejack. Okay. Am I doing a good job? The answer is no. Okay. Oh, now we know we have all Cameron's information here. Ooh, that's good. Okay, now we got another one from Cameron. Now we have one from Roy. So you can see, you can actually see the messages. Now these are actually in HTML format, and I don't think we can see that any clearer. I'm going to look here real quick. No guarantees. You can actually export them out. No, you couldn't. Okay. Now, under transcript, what transcript does is it gets rid of a lot of junk. I'm going to show you the difference. Now, back on report, you see it showed a lot of stuff here. But under transcript, it removed, well, actually, it left quite a bit of junk in there. It just removes a lot of the header information. So it really doesn't work so good for emails. Okay. And you can keep going down. There's one from Roy. There's one from Ken Dewey. Oh, I love you.
Oh.
Yeah. And here's, Ken Dewey again. And what did I answer here? I replied to your message. Oh, Roy, you're telling Candlejack you love him. Oh, great. Isn't that nice? Okay, but basically there's a lot of messages on here. And I think this one actually contains something. Yes, contains an image. And the image, I don't think we're going to be able to view it through here. We can try. No, it's not going to appear through here, which kind of sucks. We would have to export the image out. Okay, and we'll mess with that later, because that's not really an image that we're looking for. Just trust me, it's not. Okay, and now I'm going to go back a folder. There's email 9, email 10. Let's get back into the report view. So you can see there's a lot of emails there. Okay, and they go on and on and on. They're all down there. Okay, so you can get a bunch of. We were just sending a bunch of junk to the phone to have some data on there. Now under contacts, you can see we have a lot of contacts. We have whoever this is, the star 225. Then we have 1-800, which I actually called. It was actually AT&T. Then we have 411, 729, so on and so forth. You'll see there's a bunch of them. There's Rose State College. There's whoever that is. There's another number. I don't know who that is. So just a bunch of different contacts on the phone. Now, under the application data, this is all the applications stored on the phone. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them. Now, if you went down, I think Roy installed this weird application. It was called Floating Miley. It's stupid. But here it is. This is the Floating Miley apps. You can actually see the different applications installed on the phone.
It's the best application.
Yeah, Roy thinks it's the best application ever. So that's pretty much how to do a very basic. And there's not much on here. We didn't use the GPS. We really didn't even use the camera, so there's no pictures on here. But there is, just some stuff so you get an idea of what's on there. So what I want you guys to do is take everybody should have a phone. If you do not have a phone for this project, come and see me and I will hand you one. I just want you to image a device. Okay? So you're going to go under Add Evidence. You're going to go acquire a smartphone. If you have a phone, try to do your own phone. Okay? If you don't have a phone, come in here and I'll hand you a phone. And then you can image that phone. I just want you to image something. Then I want you to take a screenshot of me seeing where you got a case open, you got some evidence open, you got something in here. So a screenshot of this would be perfect. I know that you created a case called Sony, you actually added some evidence, and now we're actually reviewing. Again, the whole point of this is just so you can see how to acquire a device. Okay? So you should get an idea. And I'll do another one for an Apple device here in a second. But this was a Sony, whatever the hell phone, but running Android. So that's how you do it. All right. That's it for acquiring the Android phone. Now the Sony. Sony what?
It's Android. Sony Xperia Play.
Sony Xperia Play. Oh boy.
So proud of you.